He raises his gun, making sure they know with one ill move he'll let loose a .45 long Colt into each of their eyeballs. What they don't know is, he never keeps the thing loaded. It's because he knows that just one bullet would make it real. Just one. Fear makes an honest man of him. Well, honest enough. The drink he had before stepping through that door keeps his aim steady. His focus never wanes. His focus never wanes. He tries to remind himself that one drink too many would only be the first of his mistakes. He has another. One of the men catches his eye. If he didn't believe he meant business before, he does now. His eyes never betray him. They say everything they need to. It's enough. He doesn't need to utter a word. It's better that way. Keeps him anonymous. Keeps him from getting caught. He didn't plan on being caught. He only plans on getting what he came for. When he's not thieving, he's probably drinking. But he doesn't like to. It's not that he loses control. It's the opposite, really. He becomes angry with himself. A little too self-reflective. It makes him act out. The high from the last stick-up started to fade. It would be a while until his next hit. He didn't gamble because he was sick. It was out of boredom. He knew there was no point in hoarding up all his hard-earned coin. So, he found ways to pass the time.
The outlaw Josie Whale himself.
Excuse me?
Clint, right?
I know you?
We met once at Rod's. You don't remember that? Well, hard to forget a face like yours. Plus the name. I'm Lee. Looks like you're headed to a party of one.
I just need to unwind a little.
I know what you mean. You're a smoker?
I don't know, sometimes. Mostly when I've had too much to drink.
I have some products I'm looking to unload, if you like. My personal favorite way to unwind.
He's refused to conform. He's not one for paying taxes. He's more one for getting paid without all the strings attached, without all the bullshit. He doesn't just do it for the money, though, or for the hell of it. He's looking for an escape. The drink doesn't do it. This might, he thinks to himself. He wonders. Worth a try. He's not a man of rules, but he did tell himself he would separate the pleasure part from the business. This was his first mistake, maybe his second. Him being unsure was a mistake in and of itself. He could feel the world around him slowing down, which only gave him time to overthink things.
I wasn't sure I'd hear from you again.
I'm looking for something with a little more kick to it.
Straight to business. I like that. Pills?
Can't keep him down anymore.
You want to crack the whip, cowboy? You got any rigs on you?
No.
You're a tough customer to please. You know what? I got something your great Aunt Sally used to get off on. You might like that.
Will it get me high?
Oh yeah.
Show me.
Being this high always makes me reflect on my own mortality. You ever get that way?
Sometimes.
You ever tried?
Tried what?
To leave this world? Prematurely? One time I wanted to test myself, see if I was brave enough. I thought I was ready to go, so I shot myself up until I couldn't feel anymore. Then I say that's selfish. Is it selfish for me to want more? How about to want nothing? I've been called a coward because of it. Bravery. Cowardice. I say, what's the difference?
What's the difference? He thought by this point in his life he would be able to answer that question. But the truth was, he couldn't. He wasn't even sure he wanted to. That would be choosing between life and death. Then he couldn't continue to numb the pain, to ignore his feelings, to pretend everything he did would amount to something in the end. The scariest thing he could imagine was getting to the very end and then finding out that none of it mattered. That thought alone always lingered. It crawled around the back of his skull, a dark entity, a parasite. It never stopped feeding. And so, another thought came to him in that moment. He could feed it a bullet. That would put an end to it. Then he remembers why he never keeps the thing loaded.
This thing work?
Once upon a time.
Shit. You a real cowboy. Where did you dig up this hunk of iron?
My dad. Every Sunday after church, he'd sit me up on his lap and we'd watch one of his favorite westerns.
Man, I want to do some real outlaw shit. Like you do.
What do you mean?
I know it's you been ripping out those card games. Seems like you need a partner. I know a place we could hit right now. I'll even drive. 15 minutes from here.
He watched his lips move. Bad idea after bad idea. He remembered why he didn't have friends. The life of an outlaw is a solitary one. At least, for one who actually wants to see tomorrow. He knows this could only be a mistake. If he had his head examined, just split wide open, maybe he could see just how bad a mistake it was he was making. But the liquor and the brown poison he pumped into his bloodstream kept him hazy. It prevented that sort of critical thinking he so desperately needed in this moment. What does it matter? He was along for the ride now. Something about this place felt familiar. Really, the whole thing felt off and he knew it. But he continued anyway. He tried to get his bearings, stumbling through the dark like a first-timer. hit him like a fistful of dynamite. A strung out bastard had dug his own grave, with his coffin already built. All he needed now was to fill it.
Whoa, 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 whoa. It's me.
Here he is, getting what he always thought he wanted. Yet, he prolongs his end. He sucks in his last gasps of air. By now, he's begun to accept his fate. In this moment, truly, nothing mattered. All he could wonder now is what his final words would.